Sylvia, do you want to open up the meeting? Then
Sure.
I'll do.
You want to take the note? Because I was going to ask if Elaine will like to be the minute taker.
I can take
Yeah.
minutes if you like.
Okay. Do you want to do that? Okay.
Sure.
Elaine's going to take minutes. Good. All right.
Okay,
Thank you. So welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome, Elaine.
Thank
Yes.
you.
To having you now as part of our board. And as I mentioned, Bill will be absent today. And so everybody had a chance to read the minutes.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah.
Can I just make one thing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay. One, I'm going to ask Elaine to write down the time that we opened up the meeting, just so we have
Okay.
that. And then I'm also going to ask that we table the minutes to approve because
We don't
Bill
have
was here, but Elaine was not.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't really,
Sure.
what the minutes were about. So I'm going to ask if we could table those until the next meeting. I'll make a motion to table them.
I second it.
Okay.
Okay. So the agenda is going to be mostly a review of some updates and then dates
Yeah.
to remember. And I added one more date that we knew about, but it was not written anywhere.
Okay.
Confirmation notice to inactive voters. Lucy, you
Yep.
will do that?
So we ordered the postcards yesterday. Hopefully they're going to come in next week. The printers will mail them with the postage paid and ways out and back in because we have to pay for that. And then it's law. And as soon as they start coming in, we did inactivate all the people that haven't returned their census forms. So that's how the process works. So
Yeah, I did know that.
hopefully in another week, we'll have the cards. We asked them to put them on bright yellow paper. Hold, please.
Sure.
So see if I get this right, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Lucy ordered the confirmation notice for absentee voters for those people that didn't return their census.
This
No.
is for inactive voters, people that have not voted that means that people that have not voted in the last couple of years and people that have not returned the census.
Okay, for inactive voters. Okay.
Yeah. And so another way of, before they're taken down, a notice is sent to them.
Okay, before they're taken off the list of voters. Okay.
Yeah. So the cards were ordered. They'll be here probably. That's where she was explaining.
Yeah.
Probably next week. I like your divider in the back.
Oh, thank you. This is sort of separating me from Legoland, where my grandkids play. So I have this little space. It kind of looks grander with this. It's very close to me, and I just have this little space, and the rest is all Legos and puzzles and.
All right.
But it looks okay. It's very deceptive,
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Lucy.
Yes. I'm sorry, Bob.
No. So you order them, and you were saying something about the printer.
Okay, so the printer is going to print them, and we'll pick them up. They'll mail them out, or if we have to pick them up, we'll send them out. But they're putting the postage and everything on them, so I think actually they just mail them out and then we get them back. And then once we get them back, as they come in, we'll go into the system. They will write whether they're still here living and they just haven't returned the census form. We did have the printer add a line to the form that will say, please send me a new census form for 2021. That way they can fill it out and send it back to us. I can email you all a copy of what it looks like, the template of what the card looks like. So that way you have an idea of what it looks like that goes out. Sorry, I'm trying to, confirmation, trying to do too many things at once.
So anyone that didn't return the census is going to get one of those cards. And
Yes.
are also people getting them that haven't voted for a couple of years?
Yep.
If they
Mhm.
return the census?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, hopefully we'll get, they come in all at once. Some come in as stragglers. I mean, we get them all times of the year. So, decent. So as far as confirmation notices, that's where we are right now. But they're doing them in bright yellow, so they will stand out.
Great. So that they don't
Yep.
get lost in the shuffle and lost.
Exactly. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Because when we did them last year, the year before, we did them on paper because we were trying to save money.
Yeah.
But we have to have them stand out. So the year before, we did them on a white card. And so we figured, let's do them on a yellow, bright yellow. We did second notices for census forms on a blue paper, and we got a lot of them back. So that worked out really good. So,
Good.
yeah. But so as far as confirmation notices, they are being worked on right now. So
Fabulous. Thank you.
you're welcome.
The next item is the 2021 Southampton Street lease book.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do three things here at once, so I apologize if I,
You don't
go
have
off for a
to.
second. I did order them, and we got them last week.
I'm sorry.
We ordered.
So I didn't hear the first thing that you said. So we're talking, what's the second thing on the agenda? I'm sorry, I should have printed out my agenda.
The next item is the 2021 Southampton Street lease book, which is on the agenda.
Okay, thanks. I'll check that with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So normally we, because we print out the report that generates them.
Yeah.
Normally we print them out and then we make 15 copies. Well, we thought about it, and cost-wise, it would cost less to have it sent to a printer, have them print them and bind them, and they'll look professional instead of the ones that we were doing where some of the bottoms were cut off, or we were using a lot of paper. We're also using a lot of wear on copier. When you're doing 244 pages times 15 copies, that's a lot of work on that copier in the workroom. So we thought about it, and the cost wise, it cost us less to do it through Paradise Copies. So I picked up 10 of them last week. And I'm not giving them out like candy. So I'm getting them out to the who specifically request them. And I haven't put it out there yet. They are here, but they are here. So I'm going to make a copy for myself for in here, on my own. But I feel like, we'll have the 10. If we need more, we'll get more. We normally only get, give out or people buy between 10 and 15. So if we need more, I can just order them. They have the template now, and they're being paid out of COVID funds. So,
all right.
But yeah, and they are red. They're red. They have a red cover on them. So they're bright. And I mean, I feel like, yes, you all should have one because you are the Board of Registrars. So, if you want to get them, that's fine. Just next week, I'm out of the office, so if you want to come in, you can talk to Sabina, she'll give it to you. But
Okay.
otherwise, I'll be back on the 7th. So those are done. So
You'll be gone.
say again. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
You'll be gone for a few days.
Yeah, I'll be gone. Yep. Starting tomorrow through the 7th.
Okay.
So, we have Monday off anyways because of the holiday.
Sure.
And we're closed on Fridays, so I'll be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So,
No problem.
but
When you come back,
after that, we can-
I'll call you and I'll meet you at the door.
yeah, that's fine. We still haven't heard about opening up. They're still discussing it. So, masks are off May 29th, and we have discussion about how we want to approach that. I am, I've said that I'm going to still keep contact tracing in my office. I'm going to let people know if they want to come in my office and they, masks are not required, but if they feel comfortable, they can wear a mask or not. It's,
I will.
it's up to them. Yep. I still wear mine at drive-throughs and stuff. So, and we're still gonna have hand sanitizer in here so I don't know when we're opening up to the public yet. Hopefully when the state of emergency is lifted, if not sooner, I don't know. So we're waiting patiently. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
Have you heard anything about the election workers application and the job description?
Did you ever send it to Ed?
It went through the select board, I think.
It did. No, I still have not heard anything. And the last time I emailed him, let me just. Let's see. Election workers. He last sent me a message about the election workers minimum wage. And he asked if I wanted to fill out the PCFs for changing. Oh, he said on 4/1. Oh, I said, hi, Ed, I'm attaching a list of election workers' work, blah, blah, blah. Did you receive the sample application and job description from Sylvia? He said, no, I have not received anything from Sylvia. And we have been having major issues with spam, but I don't know if that's what's happening.
I'll send it again.
Yeah. And then, and then he wrote to me on April 15th asking, would you please fill out the proper PCF form for your active election workers who are making $12 per hour? I have not done that yet because they were supposed to submit a list to me of election workers, but I don't have them. So I have the current ones that are still from last August. So I believe that those are the PCFs I have to put through. But it's so hard to do that because some people don't want to work, some people do. So I have to do that on a need to know basis because, some of the election workers will work one election and not anymore ever again. So I haven't done that yet. But as far as the application, that was the last he heard. He has not received anything from you. So
I'll send it again.
yeah. Okay.
I'll do that right after our meeting.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Then promotion of voter registration.
All right, we could just go back?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
So who are you emailing with? Who are these emails going back and forth? Is it Ed? Who's Ed?
To
Sorry.
Ed Gibson, who's the town
Town
manager.
manager, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
So I will do
Thank
it
you.
again.
All right. And you're going to be sending out the application again?
Yeah, I had done it in the past,
Yeah.
but
mhm.
somehow it didn't get there. So as soon as we are done with this meeting, I will send it to him again.
Yeah.
Both.
Maybe CC me on that too,
I will.
if you want, and I'll forward it as well.
And you will follow up.
You know what I mean?
I should have done that the previous time. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I'll forward it as well, and say, Ed, did you get this email from Sylvia with the applications? So that way it's coming from two people. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
So, okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you on a monthly basis, you do send the letters to folks that are turning 18.
Yep. We did do that. We got a few back.
You do that all year round.
Yes. Yep. We run the report, and then we send a letter out. Some we get back, some we don't. Some we are already have in the queue because they registered when they were 16. So the way that works is automatically when they turn 18, our system gets a message that says ready to certify, and we certify them and send them a letter. So, but yeah, we've gotten a few back. Sabina sent a letter with the voter registration mail-in card, and
right.
So we'll just see how it goes and go from there. I did email Kristen about maybe working with the civics teacher in the fall. Mr. Casey is going to be the fall civics teacher, and we can maybe in conjunction with Easthampton town clerk somehow coordinate something. The next last day to register to vote for the election is June 11th. So we have to have voter registration 2 to 4 and 7 to 8, available. So, but I mean, I think that for now we should, try to get to Mr. Casey and see what his thoughts are about having in the school, so, but that's as far as
yes, Elaine.
Should I know who Kristen is? You emailed Kristen. Who's Kristen? You emailed Kristen?
The principal, Miss Smitty.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
sorry.
she's the principal at Hampshire Regional.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And about working with the civic teacher to encourage kids to register.
Correct.
Oh, and is that Mr. Casey? Is he the
Yes.
civics teacher?
Yep.
Is the civics teacher?
It's going to be. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
His name is Jeff Casey. Geoff.
Oh. And what's Kristen's last name?
Smitty. Smidy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good that we're moving on.
Yep.
Thank you about that, those contexts. So now we're just going to do a review of important dates. June 12th, town meeting at La Brise Field.
Yep.
And at 10 in the morning.
Nope. The select board changed it to 9 a.m.
Okay. Oh, because of yes.
Yep. And I we put a sign out front, a sandwich board sign, and it originally said 10 a.m. And I went out yesterday with Sabina and we changed it to 9 a.m. so people can be, aware now. And I got in touch with the Lions Club chair, Bob Koza, for him to change the Lions Club sign over here in the front of the building. So he's going to change that to 9 a.m. And I did put it on the Southampton community page because I have a town clerk Facebook page now. So I put a note from the town clerk on Southampton page, just saying that, it's been changed to 9 a.m. instead of 10 a.m. So, and same thing, I think, with the rain date will
Right.
probably be at 9 p.m.
Will be the next.
We did have a meeting about planning the meeting. We had a meeting about planning the town meeting with Ed, just to go over, how we want to do it because of the mask requirements and non-requirements. And so we're going to put a sign up on the check-in table that says, masks are not required, but,
Whoever wants to wear them.
if you want to wear one, feel free. We're going to have a box of masks. If people do feel uncomfortable, we'll have them there. We're going to have a stand-up stand-up hand sanitizer, portable, so that way people are not touching the table. It's just, I think it's a motion kind of thing that we got. The Board of Health got us 3 of those. So that's about, I ordered new boxes for collecting the paper yes/no ballots.
Oh, yes.
Because we were using the cardboard boxes that we just handmade, and I just felt like they were not, if it got wet or if they just weren't professional looking. So we ordered 4 different colors because there's 2 counters on each side. They have keys in them. We can use them throughout the year for other stuff if we want to, but so that way when the 2 questions come up that need a paper ballot, we have the boxes and people can put them in the top, and then the counters can go and unlock and just pull them right out instead of, them flying all over from a cardboard whole handmade box. So those will be nice. And what else? That's about it for the town meeting. I think we're going to be setting up around 7:30. I told people that they can start checking in at 8:15 because, it's going to start at 9. We don't really want them to come at 8 or a quarter of, because then they're just sitting there and, why sit there? They ordered 180 chairs, I believe, because the last one we had 170. I think they should order a lot more, but they're on that number. So they're not going to have town reports there. So just if anybody asks, they are not. That is not my...
Town reports, did you say, Lucy?
The town reports, annual town reports.
Oh, you're not going to have them available. Okay.
They're not. The town administrator said no, he's not having them there. Which that's not my purview, so I cannot discuss that.
Okay.
So, but I think that's about it. There's 42 articles on the warrant. So most of them are bylaws and the budget. So, I think we're going to get a good turnout because it's budget time. There's an override question. I ordered the ballots for the override questions because I could not wait to order them. And whether they don't go to the ballot, or, I have to go by the state deadlines. I can't wait for Ed to say, oh, well, whatever. I have to order them by a certain deadline. So the questions, because the select board called for a special election the same day as our local election, you have to count back 35 days. And that's when we needed to have the questions by to order the ballots. So I had to order the ballots. May 19th, I think I ordered them, May 20th. So whether it passes at the town meeting or not, we're going to have all these ballots. And I explained to the select board already, this is kind of a waste of money. If it doesn't pass at town meeting, then we ordered ballots for nothing. So I'm doing my job is what I'm doing.
I'm a little confused. So the override question is going to be voted on at the town meeting, but you have ballots, like paper ballots for people to vote when they're actually voting for the municipal election.
Right.
Well,
right. Yep.
Yeah, but if it doesn't pass on the 12th, then we won't be using it on the 26th.
Right. Exactly. But the reason why they had to do this is because they did not meet the state deadline. And I told them the state deadline. They didn't meet the deadline, and they just said, well, we're going to call a special election. So that's what they decided to do. And all I do is run the elections.
Yeah.
Could it pass? I mean, could it pass? Sorry, I'm just a little confused. It could pass at the town meeting and then, or not pass. But if it doesn't pass, then you don't give the ballots.
Right.
But it could possibly pass, and then when people, they get the chance to vote on it again?
Yeah, yes. It has to pass.
Could they possibly not pass it when it was,
yes.
So that could happen?
It could happen.
That's like weird. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. It pass the town meeting, go to ballot, and then pass by the ballot. So.
But I mean, it's all over if it doesn't pass at the town meeting, then nothing happens.
Right.
Correct.
But it could still go down in flames.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that.
And then on June 16, this is for us, for Elaine, for me, and for Bill. June 16, before, the ballot elections are happening on June 22nd.
Yep.
Before that, we have to go and test the machines. And
Okay.
so, you, Bill, and I need to be at Town Hall on the 16th at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And usually what happens is we have, I'm going to put it on quote, fake ballots.
Okay.
And each
Test
one of
ballots.
us, excuse me? Test ballots. Sorry, test ballots, not fake ballots. Test ballots. And,
No
and the three of us are giving a bunch, and we test them. Each one of us tests the machine. And then, you're going to see a series of procedures that happen. Lucy does. And then we have to sign, and that's it. It's fast. It's really no, I will say 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to be there.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Yep.
Sounds very exciting. Democracy in action.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, the last date is, of course, election day. Which, people can go that day, but there's how many mail ballots do you think are going to happen this year?
So we have only gotten 30 applications so far. That's it. So we are waiting until we get, because I ordered the ballots and I only got the samples and the tests of the question ballot. I don't have the official ballots yet. They're supposed to be here. Hopefully they come today by FedEx. Otherwise, they'll be here next week. But we wanted to mail all of the ballots out at the same time. And we also wanted to see, we're at a part where we don't know if we want to mail them out before the June 12th meeting. Because if we're mailing them out, and it doesn't, you know what I mean? So we're trying to figure that out right now, but I don't even have the officials for the special anyway. So just, So we only have 30 mail-in applications so far. So,
okay.
30 new applications. So is everybody going to get a mail-in ballot that's on the list, or just
only
that requested one?
Only those who ask for one.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next year if the state passes, whatever ballot for everybody. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting on election day how many people show up.
Yeah. Well, and if they pass if they pass voter same-day registration as election day, that might get
True.
crazy. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But
okay. So we have anything on that issue? Anything else?
For June 22nd, no. If you know, it's from 12 to 8, 12 noon to 8 p.m. What else? I do have workers. No, I still, oh, yes, there is something new. Since I did get a grant for $5,000 from the state for election purposes, and I ordered and I got them 10 new voting booths.
That's right. You mentioned.
Yes. Yep. Because
You ordered 10 new, yeah.
So the voting booths that we have, I am so greatly appreciative of the person who made them. I really do. But they're a bit older and they're rickety, and I'm afraid that they're gonna, like, the bottom part might fall and hurt somebody's foot. They're tall, you know. The ones I ordered are adjustable. They're the plastic. They have 3 sides, and I'm actually going to bring one to the town meeting and have it on display, so that way people can see. And I'm going to, you know, let people know that it was bought through a grant. So, so we're excited about that.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They work. They were useful, but it's time to move on.
Well, the thing is they, you know, like I said, I'm greatly appreciative, but they didn't have any back, you know, sides to them. And when you put a pencil or whatever pen in the ballot, you know, sometimes you cut that wooden part that just was starting to wear out. And, you know, if one little tear in the ballot and could cause problems.
Yeah.
So, so these are very nice. They're plastic and they're very easy to fold up. They fold up into a suitcase. So we can set them up and break them down very easily. So, the other thing that I put in a request through the Capital Committee for new voting machines, because my voting machine is over 20 years old, 22 maybe, 23. So the Capital Improvement Committee did approve it, but it has to go to town meeting to be approved. So it is an article on the warrant for $9,700 for 2 voting machines. So we have one, and then the other one is a spare. So, and if it gets approved, then we are going to have the company come in. He's going to give a demonstration, and we won't use them until after this election because it can't get approved. So he's going to touch base with me in July, and you know, if you want to come in and see the demonstration, then we can do that. You know what I mean? So, but it's got to get approved by the town first. So,
and that's going to be on the 22nd.
No,
sorry, on the 12th.
On the 12th. Yeah, at the town meeting. Yeah. So, so hopefully we'll get that, because the machine that we have, it's great. It's worked great, and you know, I want it to work on June 22nd. But like I said, you know, the machine is so old that we're probably one of 5 municipalities that have this machine, and they don't make them anymore, and they don't make the parts for them anymore. So if ours, knock on wood, you know, hopefully doesn't, breaks down, you know, they have to scramble.
Years ago, didn't it?
It did.
I remember.
And we had to hand count.
Yeah.
Till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had to wait for the person to drive down from Salem, New Hampshire, to bring the spare. So this request that I'm asking for is having the spare here. And so if anything happens, the one we have, we just, you know, so hopefully that will go through. But as far as the election, I think we're prepared. We're doing, because there's 2 different ballots, we're doing them different colors. So people can, you know the difference. One is for the questions and one is for the local officials, if we have to have them at the special election.
You're right, yeah.
But then we also are going to color code the envelopes for the mail-in ones, so that way we will know that which one is coming back, you know. So I got the memory card for the machine. It has the questions and the officials on there. So, and that's about it. I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good. So,
And Elaine, on election day, we are registrars can go there, for example, at the end. We can stay there. We stay in one corner. We cannot really get involved in anything to, people voting. We can't. But we can go any time of the day. I've done that, just in and out, and then at the end we just go. We have a corner, we have a space for us to stand, and we can wait for the count if we want to. And I've done that because it's automatic when it comes out. Lucy will pull the tape, print it, and tell us.
Yeah.
So we casually go we can just go during the actual voting and spend time. We don't have to be there the whole time or anything like that.
Correct.
No, you can.
It's optional.
Yeah.
Right. And there is a spot for observers that we set up. It has to be set up by law, a certain space.
Like
And
we stand
so
up with the
you
media.
can stand there,
Reporters are there. Stand up with them.
Yep.
Or they stand up with us.
Okay.
Yep. So, and then, afterwards at the close of polls, the counters do their thing. And I mean, the printer is an unofficial result. So once we, have all the write-ins, whatever, that we have to count.
Right.
And then that's the totals.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And the workers will do that, aside, they will do it by hand, the writings.
Yeah.
You have all the workers you need, Lucy? Do you have all the workers?
I do.
Okay.
Yep, I do.
You have to be.
So,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just have this question because I have been reading the handbook of all the regulations slowly. But but do you have to be registered with if you're an independent, can you be a worker? Or do you have to be registered?
We have to have equal amounts of each party. So
okay.
Yeah.
So that includes independents as well? People registered as no.
There's not an independent party.
Right, I know, but
there's right.
So that kind of answers my question. That means it's only registered Republicans and Democrats that can work as
or any other party for that matter.
Or any other party.
Right.
Okay.
But the majority are Democrats.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we only have old business. Do we have any old business? I think the rest, everything.
I don't think so. I think we're good. We'll do the minutes next week. So if Elaine's going to have the minutes for the next meeting, we'll put those on the agenda to approve for today's meeting and April 22nd. Right.
So do you want them? Should I send them out to you guys beforehand? Do you want them?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll just do them up in the next couple of days and email them to you.
That's fine.
That's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Can I just make sure I have your names? Lucy, do you want to be referred to as Lucy or in the notes? Are you Luci or Lucy?
Luci.
It's I. Yeah.
Okay. And your your full name is Lucille A. Dalton, yes? Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what's Bill's full name? Bill is?
Walden.
It's Walden.
Like in Walden Pond.
Yep.
Walden Pond, I think is spelled E-N. Is it?
Yeah.
W-A-L-D-E-N? Okay.
It is. Yep.
So he's William Walden?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And I know you, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll do these up and and your email, do I have your email, Lucy? Are you just Lucy at Town Hall?
Well, it's town clerk at townofsouthampton.org.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Elaine, did you happen to call the other day and ask for the voter registration book or a red book?
I did ask.
No?
I didn't know whether what
Okay.
Sylvia sent me was actually, if there was actually a
Yeah,
copy of that.
That's okay. My assistant, the assistant town clerk was a little bit confused because she thought you were asking for the actual voter registration information systems manual that we have that's only for town clerks. And I said, well, that's kind of, she said, I didn't get a name, but she was looking for the red book. And I thought, well, there's only one red book and it's not, doesn't go out of our office and it's only for town clerks. And I said, it must have been, it had to have been Elaine looking for the street list because it's got a red cover. Yeah. So, but anyways,
It's okay. I'm fine with what, what I have, Sylvia sent me, and I'm good. And I have a list, street list.
Yep. So
we can, as soon as she gets them, or, whenever she's back from vacation, just give her a call and we'll meet her at the door.
Yep. I mean, you can come and get them next week if you want. I can leave a note that you are going to pick them up next week, but it's up to you all.
No rush.
Okay.
You're picking up are you talking about the new street list?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I have the one with the blue cover, so I guess that's the old.
Right. That's the 2020. Yeah.
So no,
Okay.
I'll wait until you come back.
Okay.
Or we can get it on the 16th.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's right. Yeah. You can get it then. Yeah. That'd be great.
On the 16th, so no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we touch on new business. And our next meeting is June 24th.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
1:00.
Oh, wait, the 24th. Wait.
It's 2 days after the election.
Yep.
So
right.
I'm assuming you're going to be like super busy.
I am. Yeah. I'm leaving that afternoon though for the weekend. So that's okay. I'll be back. I'll be here. I'll be here that day. I'm leaving later on. Yes. Just one thing, Elaine, do you have Bill's email address?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay. So Sylvia, do you have his on here right now? Or?
You know what, Elaine, when I sent you the link, Bill's address is there.
Okay.
It's Elaine, it's called Blue Spruce. So don't look for William Walden, look for Blue Spruce.
Oh.
That's the email.
Okay.
His name it's under Blue Spruce. So. Okay. So you see that, then that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're good.
Okay. So
I can think of anything else.
Well, I was going to ask you if you need any help or you need us there on to deal with the ballots.
Yep. Yeah. I'll let you know as soon as we get them. Depending on how Sabina's doing, she's been entering the applications in. So as they come in, but yeah, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, if you need it,
Yeah, we're going to mail them separately because we don't want people to get confused. I don't want to put two ballots in one envelope. We can't do that anyway. So, but the next meeting on June 24th, what time is it? And we're going to do 1:00 again, or
that's the best time for you.
Fine. Yeah,
that works for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Elaine, if you'll just put that in your minutes.
Yeah. Next meeting
time. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll make the motion to adjourn the meeting at 1:47. Is that what you have? 1:47?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you. It's
Thank
great
you.
being here.
Be well. Welcome, Elaine. It's
Thank
nice
you.
to have you. And
We're happy
You'll
to
do
have
well.
you.
me too. Yep. So, and you'll get used to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just
I
keep
think
reading
so.
the manual.